right? So that's that. Now let's move real quickly to content creation. Now, content creation, brothers and sisters, there's so much information out there, but I found what I think is a very simplistic um, methodology or a definition rather of content creation. Now, what's on the screen, don't worry about that. I'm gonna read something different. Content creation is the ability to communicate topics and ideas to your client. You know what? Now let me look. I'm gonna read this one. It's actually, I like this one better because I'm looking at something else. I think I do have the best one up here. Content creation is the process of generating topic ideas that appeal to your buyer, creating written or visual content around those ideas, and making that information accessible to your audience as a blog, video, infographic, or other format. Now, if you all are paying attention, that's the same thing really that you do. That's the same core principles of what it takes to market and communicate to your client in any format. And it's definitely the same thing when it comes to publicity. The principle of it, you want to generate topic ideas that appeal to your buyer, right? So that means you got to know who your ideal client is. You got to know as much about them as you possibly can. Once you know that ideal client, the one that pays the most and pays often and refers to other people, you want to zero in and understand who they are and what they do and what makes them click. What music do they like? Do they like house music? Do they like hip hop? Right? Are they a jazz person? Are they, is your client eclectic and has a mixture of all of them? You want to know as much as you can about your customer because, right, when you're doing marketing, right, if you're doing a radio ad, you might depend upon who your ideal client is. You want some hip hop sounds in the background or some jazz or some house music. It just all depends, right? So the only thing that really changes is the type of content that you produce, right? And oftentimes your marketing content can be very similar in all formats. What you put out in a news release, the same problem, solution, action, and what you can create in some content, the same problem, solution, action. Now, you can talk about blogs, videos, infographic, or other formats, and these are really just the core simple things that you can use. And there's some tools you can use to do it with a lot more simplicity than you may think. So let's go over this real quick. First of all, content. These are ideas and methods that you can use to create content. First of all, curation rather, right? You can curate some content by looking at what's out there, finding news, blogs, information that's already out there that people are consuming, and you can find the things that are related to your topic, your industry, your business, and pull those things together. Now you could just repost them, right? That's a simple and quick way to do it, right? But long term, you want to look at that content, read things in the content and see what's missing. And then you can do posts that add the missing ingredient, right? You can create content that responds to the questions that people in that blog, that news article, that Instagram post have about the content that wasn't answered. So now it gives you a steady source of ideas of content to create. Then you can take your business and you can look at frequently asked questions. Now, what 10 things in your business do people often ask? What are the 10 frequently asked questions? That's 10 pieces of content right there. Those 10 pieces of content could be a news blog. It could be It could be a video blog, right? It could be a Instagram with an image and a comment post, Facebook post, right? There's many ways that you could drop those 10 questions and the answer on your social media. Then you want the 20 questions that they should be asking, but they don't ask. That's 20 more pieces of content, right, that you can post. Now, here's one more thing that's absolutely amazing, brothers and sisters. Document your journey. Look at what Kanye West people did, Cody and Chike, documenting Kanye West's journey. And they were able to put that into a 7.5-hour documentary that they sold to Netflix, reportedly for $30 million, right? And it was a basic documentary, right? It wasn't, man, you saw that it was almost like a home movie, a homemade movie, a family movie. But the way, of course, the way they edited and put it together and the story they told, it was so compelling and so interesting. You, brothers and sisters, have a story to document. Take pictures of the things that you're doing in business. Don't pass up opportunities to videotape different, milestones in your business, your first sale, your 100th sale, meeting a new vendor, right? Meeting a new business partner, meeting another person to collaborate with. All these things are things you want to document, right? What does your day look like, right? And you can, in a professional way, include some of the challenges as well. Include the misfires or the fears, the tiredness you have, right? Because again, people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. And people know and like trust people who are just like them. So the people that you're providing providing a solution to the problem are going through things, right? And if they know that you are just like them, right? I mean, look how much Oprah's public stock, if you will, rose when you learn things of the tragedy she went through, right? Being rejected by, I believe, her mother, being sexually assaulted, right? And when you see where she is now, you say, man, but I can relate to her. She's just like me, right? That's what women were saying. And that's why so many women watched her show, right? And men can identify with certain things as well. Being rejected, being invalidated, being turned down, and not told you're not worth, enough. All those things, brothers and sisters. So share some of those things as well. Document your own journey. And even if you don't post what you take, the images and the video you take immediately, when you have those quiet moments at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, you can look through what you have and pick and choose stuff to post that you can share your journey. You see how long it took for Kanye's documentary to get to out. So you don't have to immediately, it doesn't have to always be in real time, is the point I'm making. So I hope that is clear.